So there's this comedian named Nima Yamini who claims that he was offered internet fame as a comedian alongside Matt Rife years ago. And in exchange, they had to do favors of a certain nature for executives involved in this contract. So we think this video could be satire.
To me, it's a comedy.
It's unclear, but
it's a libelous comedy bit. But there's a $20 one here from Mike. He says, watching Mike Tyson is just an argument for boxing being the best sport.
It is a great sport, I think.
I think this is satire. I think it's a comedy bit. Otherwise, it's super libelous.
Let's
real.
see.
Finally being exposed, thanks to one of the true kings of comedy, Cat Williams. You know, before I became wealthy in business, I actually had a.
By the way, just pay attention to how many times this guy spins.
Stand-up comedy. I was on the way up. I was invited to a meeting with some Hollywood executives, along with some now famous comedian. And we were offered the chance for a deal at Online Stardom. But the only way to receive the contract was by sucking both of the execs off. I immediately got up and walked to the door.
That part right there is a telltale that he's lying.
Before I could even exit, the other comedian was sucking both of their simultaneously. That guy's name was Matt Rife.
Matt Rife.
That's how it became rule number 799. Just because someone is more famous than you, it doesn't mean they're better. They might just be gayer.
Now,
come on.
He names Matt Rife but doesn't name the executives.
Right.
Funny, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
so Dom Lucra posted this as some bombshell news item. Like this actually was serious.
I love this still. That's what he says.
His hair is the palm tree. Yeah. Well, then it turns out Matt Rife saw this post and watched the video and was very offended. And
Really?
he ended up blocking Dom Lucra on X. And he said, "Dear Matt Rife, bro, I'm just doing my job. I never even added any opinion in my post about the allegation of you, quote, sucking off two Hollywood executives simultaneously to get famous. I simply reported that someone else said you did. It's nothing personal. Quick tip, if you block the messenger, people will always assume the message is real. Personally, I don't think you suck. You're pretty funny."
Oh boy.
It's just a prank, bro.
You're poking the bear.
I don't
think
it's real.
Well, him blocking the guy, do you think that adds a little bit of
I mean, do we
credence?
know if that's even created? If that's even a real screenshot?
Oh
the
no,
blocking?
it's Dom Lucra that got blocked.
Yeah, I know. Do
Yeah.
we know that he even
We don't
really got
know.
blocked?
We don't know.
I posted a screenshot today that I made up of the Krasenstein saying "pussy" in bio. And people thought it was
Yeah.
real.
In the
People thought it was real.
chat, Jake Martin says, "Are there people who don't think who think this isn't a joke?" Jesus, man.
I mean, look, when I saw the headline, I was like, plausible,
Yeah.
because Matt Rife he looks plausibly gay. I'm not saying that he is. He's been in relationships with many attractive women, like, what was he with, Kate Beckinsale recently?
Is that wow? There's gonna be an age gap between.
He
those
was,
two.
right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Okay.
That's what the movie Cougar is based on, which we'll get
He
to later.
is, publicly straight.
Yeah.
But
Publicly
he has a
straight.
very, effeminate, pretty boy look. And I was like, maybe there's a possibility. The video is over the top.
I mean,
and
Sweet
probably
Dreams is playing in the
satire, though.
background.
Yeah.
I see stuff like this, and I just think I think there's a lot of people, especially in the conservative space, that love to that want to know that this stuff is happening because they want to expose it so bad.
It's confirmation bias.
There's a
Yeah.
liability to. There's a possibility they just might want to believe everything that's
Right.
said to them, and I just don't know if I buy it. Like, is it? Okay, I have a better question. Like, so does that mean like they were both supposed to suck both of them off, or was he supposed to suck one dude off and this dude was supposed to suck the other dude off? What are the logistics?
Did they
here?
have a
Yeah.
preference
Yeah.
for who?
Right. Right.
And why two at the same time?
That's the thing I'm looking at when I'm looking at this post. Like, the word simultaneously is doing
why
a lot of
both
heavy lifting. I'm like, what does that mean?
Why both comedians at the same time? Why not
Right.
have one meeting at 1 p.m. and the other one at 3 p.m. And then
yeah.
you can.
Well, there are humiliation rituals out there.
Yes.
Well, maybe you're more likely to be psychologically manipulated if
Right.
the person next to you goes along with it. I
Right.
bet that's actually true.
Okay.
That's crazy.
You're more
though.
liable to comply if there's somebody else next to you in the same position.
I also, yeah, true. I also, there's another Matt Rife on Twitter. Do you know?
Yeah,
Rife
I
of
saw
Rife
that.
Technologies.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's a really cool guy. I think Ian even has some stuff from Matt Rife. But he messes with people. He said on Twitter yesterday, like, people will message me thinking I'm Matt Rife the comedian, and he messages back as Matt Rife the comedian at times. So that's a bonus.
Love that for him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Blocked, and I think it's very, very easy for people to just want to believe that it's true. So it's going to be more impressive when some of these people start actually naming these unnamed executives, right?
Someone said, like no exaggeration, they said, one denial is worth infinitely more than hiding. All Matt Rife has to say is, I didn't do it. Don Luca is right. People will assume silence to be an admission of guilt.
Oh, God.
So he kind of put himself in this position.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can operate that way though, because then you could. They'll get you by making you respond to everything.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he has an easy defamation case. If not true, I guess we know where he really got that jawline.
Well, that's like if it's not true, then there is some like that's a pretty libel claim, right? That's crazy.
I've never heard of this guy, but the other comedian Nima
Is that even a real name?
Is that
even a real name?
He's got an Instagram. I looked at his
Instagram. Does that mean anything?
Yes,
does that mean anything?
There's videos of
the CIA's made a lot of Instagrams. Yeah. Come on. And he was offered internet fame. Like, I love that. It's not like
they're not even real fame.
We'll give you like mainstream fame, but there's got to be real sex for that. Sorry. Like, BJ only gets you internet fame.
Right.
Like, butt stuff gets you.
Read the $20.
Chris Noski says, Brett, 2 at the same time was because of a bet between the executives on whoever finished first had to pay the contracts.
Oh, man.
The rumors are flying.
That's just crazy. All right.
Wow.
So,
amazing.
I don't know what to make of it.
So given that only one did it, does that mean they split the contracts?
Look, with everything that
whoever finished first had to pay?
Everything that's coming out about P. Diddy and everything that Cat Williams has been saying.
Right.
Not saying that Matt Rife went gay for fame, but some people definitely have.
That's the thing is, like, these things happen.
Yeah.
Like, clearly. They happen not even in Hollywood. They happen.
That's why the joke's funny, is because it actually has a basis in reality.
Exactly. It's hyper real. And it's in the news lately. So that's why people have to be so vigilant with what they see. I also, looking at Dom's post, of the fact that it says developing.
Yeah, like
what's
what
next?
Is that?
What's
so
next?
It's the red alert, like code red emoji.
Fire.
It's like we found out what studio executives in that studio.
It was Dan Schneider.
Yeah. They're like, and the guy on the left finished first, and the guy on the right took a while. That's what's
It's actually Alec Baldwin. That's how he gets out of it.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.